Right. Integration have like function of a digital playbook. This book it's published by Columbia Business School, and the published date is 2016. The author is David Rogers. He's a member at Columbia Business School, and he do a lot of workshop for on digital transformation for a lot of companies like Google, Microsoft, etc. And he teach the topic teach about is teach for global executives on subject like digital business strategy, digital transformation. And in this book, he introduced the digital transformation, and he separate this topic into 5 domains, which is customer, competition, data, innovation, and the value. And we can call it CCDIV. So next, I will make a short introduction for this 5 domain. And first, we can see the customer. For digital transformation, we can see we from to customer, we from passive target to a dynamic network. And there's a example. There's a mobile app called YouVersion, and it's a app for people they can use or they can read Bible by their mobile phone. And we can see in before we need to read the Bible. We maybe we copy a print edition, and but it's if we have the app to read the Bible, it will have a lot of advantage. So we can carry it to everywhere, and we can like you share content easily with mail or with some like message. So when we think about this, the customer now we have to think about from access how customer access engage or the service is customized and more connect, and even the customers collaborate. So for example, like this app, um, because it's easily to use, you can download the app to use to read the Bible. So now you have about maybe 0.5 billion download, and for engage, like people can add their bookmarks and highlights what they read on this um, app, and it provides like 1,800 languages, different version of Bible, and uh, people can easily share the Bible passage on social media, email or text, and in their website they encourage people to get involved, to join them, help them to do this thing together. So now we can see in the digital era, uh, in traditional, it's like a mass market model. A company they deliver their production, and they deliver their communication in one direction to their customer. But now it's become a network model. A company is once their product on market, and that what people will talk about their company, talk about their product, and this opinion will spread in everywhere. So the company they now to cooperate with the customer with a kind of a whole network environment. The second, I want to talk about competition. The competition we the offer suggestion is we need think about from product to think about a platform, because in recent year a lot of big company, in fact they are all a kind of platform company like Google, like Facebook. In here we can see an example. When we this is like Hilton Hotels and Resorts, and it's a company provide hospitality, and traditional we will think the competitor of Hilton is others hospitality companies, and they have the similar. They seem similar. They have their own hotel, and they have provide similar service. They have similar cost and the price. But now, who is the biggest competitor for Hilton? Is in fact it's Airbnb. Airbnb is a kind of platform, so you don't have to have their own hotel. They don't have to have their own hotel staff, and they can provide even cheaper hotel service, and they can have more choice and possibility because they are just a platform. They can connect the own provider and someone see to have a room to live. So now we can see in a market value, the Hilton is near 13 billion. The Airbnb is the market cap is about 16 billion. So think about competition. The first is in before we will have a clear definition of industry, but now it become blurred, and for a company their new challenger maybe don't like them, they will not recognize their competitor because it's totally different for them. And second is before in traditional company they may have a clear distinction to which is their partner, which is their rivals, but this distinction is become blurred too. So there's a word called competitor. It means maybe our company their two company their relationship is like they can cooperate, and they can be compete with each other at the same time. And third is like the competition before it's like a zero-sum game, but now the new market is open, so sometimes they can cooperate together. So there's also a word called frenemy. It's similar situation. They can before they can be enemy, but in future they can work together. And final, there are before an industry in a market, they may have few dominant competitors, but in digital time, especially for platform, often the winner will take all because of the network effect. All the consumer, they all want to go to the best platform. They don't need to the second best platform. So, and they will be have this intermediation situation. So the whole competition environment will change a lot. So third, we is the data. Data will help a company from silos to they can have strategic assets. There's an example is Pacer Entertainment. It's a gambling casino, and totally use the data. If a customer come to this casino and this customer lose money, and they will they have monitor so they can know which customer is lose money, lose a lot of money, and maybe she or he is unhappy, so they will deliver this customer for something like a free steak or free tickets. So this consumer he will feel happy again because he got something free. So he will maybe he will come back to this casino again. This is a example for using the data, and like Facebook and Google Map, they are doing a similar thing. Like Facebook, they can collect user data, so they know how to provide to the advertiser. And the Google Map, they have platform, so people can go on to Google Map and provide some uh, information for local, and you want more information, they will attract more user. This example like turn the data to valuable asset or use the data to make more a better decision. The fourth is innovation. In traditional, we maybe get used to like innovation is a top-down planning, but now it's more like an experimentation. Everyone can do this. In this picture, we can see in traditional innovation cycle, from the beginning, we observe, we have an idea, and we do a lot of things like analyze, think, discussion. Finally, we will build a product and launch it to market and see the response. It will be a long journey, so it will cost a lot of money and cost a lot of time. But now, because some digital technology, we can do this information by rapid experiments. If we have an idea, we can just design a little prototype and just test the customer's response quickly. So now we can focus on how to build a minimum viable prototype and test it cheaper, faster, easier way. And we should focus on the problem, not the solution, because the problem we should focus on is the value we provide to the customer. And the solution there can be a lot of solution. If a solution is unworkable, we can just jump it, give up it, and to see other solution. And finally, we can feel smart. In today's company, they should embrace the possibility of failure. So the failure is okay. Just if there's half failure, if failure is happen, and we accept it, and then we learn from it and quick. So it won't cost too much. We can do the next thing. And Google is a good example, because if they have idea, they will not have have a focus groups meeting or have a huge meeting discuss a lot of things. They will just test this idea to see what customers respond to it. And the fifth is value. The company they should from defending themselves to adapting the new value. This example is the well and pinball machine. In long time ago, they build they are the pinball machine manufacturer. They build this thing like toys and for kids or young adults play. But after the people invent electronic video games, the pinball machine is not tractable anymore. So they're still doing a similar thing, but they are doing a they make a casino slot machine. It's a machine for gambler to play. So after they do this, they become more successful, and finally their bigger competitor bought them for $1.5 billion. And the second example is like Marvel. In long time ago, Marvel they what they do is they do comic books, but comic books is maybe popular before, but the movie and TV, not much people will read comic books, and it's not very profitable. So they are start to think they can cooperate with the movie maker. So they cooperate with some movie maker, and the first movie they made is Spider-Man, and it's like 2008, and it's a huge success. It was a huge success, and but after this experience, the Marvel they decide, okay, they can start to make movie by themselves. So they start a Marvel studio and start make movies by their own and by themselves. So they now a lot of people know they already uh, produce a lot of very popular movie. So finally, is a conclusion. When the author want emphasize the digital transformation is actually not about technology. The most important is about strategy and about leadership and the new ways of thinking. Because a company, the most important job is to provide value to the customer. So the strategy is they should focus on what's the value they really want to provide to their customer, and the leadership is help the whole company to 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 uh, to do this thing they should do to provide value to consumer, and the new way of thinking is the source of how to do the innovation. So if a company they want to do a digital transformation, they need to rethink about the five domain we talked about before, like customer, vision, data, innovation, and value. To rethink about it, to challenge the assumption that all company had before. Um, some company will success in transformation, but some company may fail. And one of the key reasons is the organization's agility. It's sometimes if a company is bigger and it's harder for a company to change. So agility is important for a company. They should, if they want to do some change, they need to rethink about their resource allocation, and they should change what they are measuring for their employee, and they should align some incentives for their employees. So if they do this, they will help the company to do something real change, and they can start to they have a better chance for successful digital transformation. That's my presentation. Thank you very much.